Now she don't skid, splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce, don't think I'm ready. You got that swag, you got that salt, then sell it. Free mind, cash amount, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me, ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with they It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and the Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. Go for the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Gang. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers.
Ice the game. Had to ice the game.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game between the Oakland Raiders. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. So an on Superstars out. Hey. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swing doors now. Now smash. Chats and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't skid. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man. Delete her. Whole gang in the field. We don't do bleachers. Pockets lettuce. Don't think I'm ready. You got that swag. You got that salt, then sell it. Free mind, cash amount, we bailin'. Saw my teacher, I was the same student fella. Now I got a lawyer, straight cash, no settlement. I'm out my element, out my element. My the same, don't need no clout, no fame. No clout, bought the game, all brand new chain. I swerve the lane, call the group the gang. Whip that thing, whip it, this shit give me, ooh, yeah. Them boys fool you trying to do it, bring the don't want no, they pull up with they It's times three, this how it go. Park $1 million at the we gon' make 'em eat that until we go. Eat it up. Rich straight to the top floor. More PJs and rich like water, go to Cabo. Flash. Cash in the walls, hollow. Cash. Your money too small, micro. Huncho on the call, got a yeah. Superstar.
and goals, tax. Rock the shows, big bang rolls, cash. Now she go for the team, now she don't ski, splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Ice the game, had to ice the game. So much ice, too much, had to ice the lane. Freeze the dud, freeze, had to freeze the lane. Freeze, camera phone. Turn your lights off. We been on. Came from my block and growed up, guess I'm homegrown, well known. That is my cologne. I put my wrist inside the freezer, came out froze. Ice. I put my heart inside, cause I was chose. I put my heart inside and only God knows. Yeah, the clinics, but that baby bite this nose. I bite this nose. What's a lick with till they explode?
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Race with the stars out. Not a boarded house. Get deported out. Gooped out for a shot. Marvin the Martian. I'ma put your brain up for auction. Proceed with caution. Skeleton AP is frosted. I sit back and read the offense. Was it did it the faucets? Chanel bag is ostrich. Stay down, come up in the process. Private jet, yeah. The same diamond milk, yeah. I'ma keep the on welfare. The pink stone real. Bling bling blow, yeah. Mama got style, yeah. Chanel reptile player. On Mars, gotta get the grace of the God. 3 rock stars, nobody seeing the gang on guard.
Superstars out. Brand new cars. We by the bar now. Swaying doors now. Now smash. Shots and goals. Tax. Rock the shows. Big bang rolls. Cash. Now she go. For the team. Now she don't ski. Splash. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers. Think about post now on the ground, man, delete her. Whole gang in the field, we don't do bleachers.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday for Rocky.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Now a first carry for Isaiah Crowell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second down, here's Carr. And that'll be incomplete.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Carr. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball in this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Now Foles. And incomplete to open things up.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Tempo. Goal.
Here's Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And now running right through it. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's second and 9.
694.
Now this time, Carl throw. Throw right side, complete to Williams. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Play action. Now it's Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Foles. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. So out come the Raiders. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready. Monday down.
Carr to throw on second down. Going underneath for Crowell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. And you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now they'll throw with Carr. Into the end zone. Oakland Raiders touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Garion Conley. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment. But there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
To throw is Carr. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 49. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. It's caught at the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way. Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders have recovered.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr escaping, and he can't get away. Carr is going to go down, and that is a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And it's blocked. It's picked up, a live ball here, remember. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, there's a blocked extra point. I remember playing, and we had one of those go against us. I remember our kicker and our holder told the head coach, just relax, coach. Why are you yelling? Don't worry, it's just 1 point. Oh, my. Those coaches see a point is gold to them because you never know how it's going to turn out later.
Exactly. That's why I was just going to say first quarter. We'll see if this has any implications as the game goes on.
I still can't believe they told the head coach to relax. Whoa.
Bad move. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
29. You're right. 6:37.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Yeah, this will get him all the way inside of Jacksonville's 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Crowell. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, I believe that they were in 4-down territory, and that's what they were thinking. But after the loss, I've got to kick the field goal. No way I'm going to go for it in this situation. But you know, some of these coaches, they're extremely unpredictable, and they may go ahead and press it.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Marshall, the linebacker, able to make the play defensively.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Dancing to his left. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
Gone! Detroit! Gone!
They'll look to throw here. Holding man right side is Shark. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. And when the quarterback drops and has a guy that wide open in the end zone, his eyes have to get just as big as grapefruits.
Oh, without a doubt. This is the easiest throw you're going to get, and you're going to get the benefit of a touchdown on top of it. Make that throw.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on it.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
6-18.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Hey, 7:34.
Carr now on 1st down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A gain of 32 that time.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw on second down. Carr. And Rudolph has it left side. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Throwing on first down is Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they'll throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And down he'll go at the 25. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A gain of 32 that time. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 8. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. Flushed out right. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere.
And the Raiders have got him. David Irving in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one complete. He finds Sharp. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well.
Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go deep left. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Well, times have definitely changed on the PAT, on the extra point, haven't they? A lot more effort goes into this play from both sides.
Yeah, because let's face it, a lot of time on extra points, the effort is not what it is when you're trying to block a field goal.
No doubt about it. And before, when the ball was snapped on the 2-yard line, it was really a virtual chip shot. Now everyone believes they can get to it and knock it away, and we know how crucial every point is. So the defensive guys, they spent a lot more time trying to get that done, which means there's more pressure on the offensive guys trying to kick it.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 38.
We're good. Get set. You wide,
On play action, it's Carr. Dancing to his left. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 45.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
They're going to look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 50 yards.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
23 yards on the play.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap, to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
24.
Now Carr again. And Brown's got it for an Oakland touchdown. Antonio Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Now he's going to send this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
To throw, it's Carr. He's going to go for a big play downfield. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Carr, flush to his right. The pass complete to Ryan Grant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Carr to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
A throw left side, complete to his receiver, Westbrook. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's second down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll go as a loss of 9, and it leads to third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal?
Detroit!
They'll look to throw here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Brandon Marshall. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Caught left side, Williams. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. On first down, Carr. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play, his third sack of the afternoon. On second down, here's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. Now Carr, gotta have this one. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Carr to throw again. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
6-18.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Raiders. Antonio Brown, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And the lead will shrink to 6. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. And even 60 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, then he takes off.
And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 39 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
6-18.
They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Jack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw here. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Jags, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses.
Somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving the. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skipping school, that's the truancy about it. I made me some rats in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sis by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture, you got the picture me, Pacific ice on my ocean, ready for war like I'm Russian, ladies should never look luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like you not look, yeah, I wrecked so much, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on me, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the trolls, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, man, who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too,
Franchise.
dripping my swag.